Realistic Introduction to Making Money Online. There are certain videos on YouTube that give the impression that it's easy to make money online. You'll copy the artificial intelligence business and out of nowhere you'll earn 300 Brazilian reals a day. For the love of God, right, my friends? So, in this video, I want to show you a realistic way to make money online, and I'll do it by showing you how I went from absolute zero to earning my first 100,000 Brazilian reals. I'll talk about how long it took, what strategies I used, and most importantly, how you can apply all of this to your life within your reality. No bullshit, no bullshit. Let's start off the right way. Okay, let's go. And if you've ever thought about giving up on your online business, this video is for you. I'm going to show you the truth, all the difficulties I've faced as a normal person with common everyday challenges. If you find it too difficult, you can even give up altogether, but I'm going to show you that it's possible. I'm going to tell you what you need to learn and the best options to get started, including the strategy that worked best for me and that I continue to use to this day. I want to start by saying something very important. Necessity makes the man. This phrase can be interpreted in a negative way, but let's think of it in a positive way. The difficulties in your life will make you make certain decisions. I didn't come from a rich family, and I had to jump through hoops since I was little to get money for important things like playing PlayStation at the rental store. My mother was always very hardworking, and that inspired me. I'm going to talk about the first strategies I used, which don't require investing in ads. I'll show you how I made my first sale and how you can do the same. All of this is possible with effort and the right tools. So, guys, the journey to making money online is not easy, but it is possible. With the right strategies, dedication, and focus, you can achieve your goals. Start by applying what you learned here within your reality. And remember, necessity makes the man, and your difficulties can be the key to success. My mother got a job as a teacher at a very good school, and I studied on a scholarship there my whole life. The school was top-notch, really good. I studied there for free my whole life, and knowing that I needed something better in my life, I went there and managed to get accepted into the federal law school. I started studying because I thought it was what would make money, but I was extremely unhappy. I'll go over this quickly so we don't waste any time. I started doing an internship and became even more unhappy. I was always studying about money, and after I left school in 2010, I started focusing more on it, paying more attention and trying to earn extra income in various ways. I had my internship, but I was trying to earn extra income. I lost a lot of money, fell for scams, that greed of the young adult who doesn't understand things and who breaks one of the main rules of money, which is, don't invest in businesses you don't understand. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't invest in anything, only in what you already know, but before investing you have to study the subject. And then two big events began in my life. In 2013, I discovered Info Products. I don't even remember if that was the name I used at the time. I knew it was an online course that could be sold. And I also met Rosita. We started dating in 2013 and we've been married for 7 years to this day. We're together, I don't know how, but it's okay. I was like many of you. I knew about digital marketing. I created an account on Hotmart, but I just watched content and didn't actually apply it. I just consumed content, the voyeurism of digital. You see others making money and just watch. In 2015, I finally got the courage to start applying digital marketing every day. I didn't want to invest in ads, so I started researching strategies to sell without having to invest in ads. I found the blogging strategy, which is how I started. If you're a newbie, this is a great way to start. For those who don't understand much about this, basically, when you advertise, we call it paid traffic. When you manage to attract people without having to advertise, we call it organic traffic. So, almost everything I've earned on the internet came from organic traffic. And then I started with blogs. But how did I do that? How did this blogging strategy work? Everything I'm going to talk about here is very important for you to understand where I'm going with this. First, you need to find out what people are searching for on Google. You can use Google's keyword planner. Create a Google Ads account and use the tool to research what people are searching for. Or you can use third-party tools like ywUTjSE. Basically, you enter a term from the niche you want to work on and keyword suggestions appear. For example, if I type in how to win a man, you'll see the monthly search volume and several related keywords. Like how to win a married man, how to win an older man, how to win an Aries man, and how to win a man who doesn't want you. Here's all the monthly search volume. Let's go back to the main screen. Once you've done that, you create content focused on those searches and keywords. On blogs, you write articles about those specific topics, and within the articles, you indicate a related product as an affiliate. When I started, I focused on the relationship niche, so I gave the example of how to win a man. And what I did was this. People would go to Google. To research some content, I would create a blog with an article on the subject. For example, how to win a man back. I would write an article about it using SEO techniques to rank well on Google. Within the article, I would recommend a related product, such as a step-by-step course on what a woman had to do. Some people would click to buy the product, and when they did, I would earn my commission. The cycle repeated itself with more people coming from Google. When I started, I wasn't in the niche of teaching people how to make money. It took me a few years to talk about digital marketing or anything close to that. The niche was relationships, and it worked. I started selling almost every day and started making a nice bit of money. But how long did it take? How long did it take me to go from zero in June 2015 until I managed to reach more than 1,000 Brazilian reals in sales? The time it took me to sell my first 100,000 Brazilian reals is very important for you to understand that it really isn't easy. It doesn't happen overnight. I want you to understand all the work I had to do and the entire path I followed, because this will help you a lot. I started selling and the blog started to do well. But look at everything I had to learn to make it work. First, how the strategy worked, how to attract people to my website, how to make money from it. Then, I had to learn how to create the websites, how to optimize them, how to generate traffic. I did SEO, search engine optimization, and used Hotmart to get my affiliate link. I also had to choose the best product, learn persuasive writing, and a bunch of other things. Whenever you start something like this on the internet, a lot of problems and doubts arise, and you have to learn all of this, which takes time and work. Believe me, it takes work. Plus, I had to invest a lot of time to apply the strategy. I also got tendinitis because I had to keep typing a lot of things. You might be thinking, why are you saying this? This doesn't make any sense. Calm down, it will make a lot of sense. This tendinitis was extremely important. It changed my life. You will understand why. But the worst part isn't that it took me a while to make it work. Before using the blogging strategy, I tried to advertise with Facebook ads. So, before going through the process of learning about blogging, I had already gone through the process of learning how to advertise. I had to understand how the strategy worked, how to create ads, how to create images. I had never edited an image in my life. I had to learn everything from scratch. How to manage the budget, something I did very poorly, horribly. I should have studied much more before doing this. I tried 3 times. I spent months trying without success. The first time I tried, my account was blocked because of a product I was promoting. At that moment, I was on the roller coaster that anyone starting out in digital marketing knows. You discover that there is an opportunity, your expectations go through the roof, you start applying it, and then you hit the floor. Sadness hits, you hit rock bottom. This happens every single day, while your friends make fun of you and your family says you're lazy and you don't do anything. Everyone told me to study or work and get off the computer. But I also worked, right? Coming back here on the second attempt, I sold, but I made a loss. I started at the beginning of June, more or less, I don't remember the exact date. I tried a million things, studied a lot, but no sales. None. I only made my first sale on August 24th, 2015, and I made a loss. But I was very happy because it finally worked. Someone actually bought it. After losing money, I made a common mistake. When something goes wrong, I give up and move on to another strategy. This is something you should avoid. That's why it's important to understand what you're doing and study hard so you don't jump from one strategy to another. It's stupid to keep jumping from one strategy to another, and I'll explain why. After losing money, I gave up on Facebook ads and started using Google Ads. Finally, I was able to sell every day and still make a profit. The Google Ads strategy is very simple. You create your Google Ads account, get your affiliate link and advertise it on Google Ads. For example, if someone searches Ford guitar course, you create an ad for that course and include your affiliate link. When the person clicks and buys, you earn a commission. I'm explaining this in a very concise way. If you're going to do this, study more because there are many important details. Understanding each strategy in depth is crucial to success. You have to know some tricks, some things that are not secrets. I won't tell you so as not to waste time. There are a million people on the internet explaining this. I started selling every day with Google Ads, and to do everything I explain now, it took almost 3 months. However, as the saying goes, the joy of the poor does not last long. I started selling, made the ad, stopped, went to the group of affiliates of this producer, learned the Google Ads strategy within the group and started selling almost every day. In the first 4 days, I made 2 sales, then I didn't sell for 2 days, then I sold another one. This graph here is from the end of August until December. I started selling, I had a sales peak for someone who was broke, earning almost 400 Brazilian reals in a day was absurd. I didn't even have the money to advertise, I put it on my credit card, trusting that it would make a profit, and then I paid off the card when I withdrew the money from Hotmart. That's crazy, don't do that, it's too risky. Suddenly sales stopped. Why did they stop? Greed got the better of me and I started advertising a bunch of different products, including products that I didn't know I couldn't advertise. My ad account was blocked. I spent 3 months trying to sell. When I managed to sell, the account was blocked. I practically didn't sell that product anymore. I only sold it because of something else. I'm going to take it out here, put it as all products, filter it again, and you'll see that I have sales all year long. I earned 18,000 Brazilian reals in my first year of digital marketing, from June to December. On the 31st, I didn't even sell anything, for God's sake, it's New Year's, right? But that's okay. And then all the effort I put into blogging started to pay off. I was only lucky because a few days after my account was blocked, the producer of the product I was promoting launched a new product. I knew that if I wrote an article before everyone else, I would have a better chance of ranking well on Google. Since I had already been studying the subject for 3 months, I was prepared. I spent 3 months studying and consuming content. When the opportunity arose, I wrote the article and started selling almost every day without having to spend money on advertising. You can see here 350 Brazilian reals one day, 400 Brazilian reals another day. Now, yes, that's all profit because when I did Google Ads, I still needed to invest in ads. I started selling and the perfection lasted until now. All these months were a lot of work. What are the tips and learnings that you should implement if you want to start on the internet and really make money? First, model foreign or Brazilian content that is already working. It's not about copying, but adapting and knowing what is working. I created my blog in Portuguese based on articles that were successful abroad. Learning English was extremely important for me, but you can use the translation option in Google Chrome. I've been stressing this a lot because it's extremely important. Adapting, knowing what's working and applying it is essential. Don't believe in the talk about earning 500 Brazilian reals a day without doing anything. For the love of God, my friends, that doesn't exist. Time is important, but more important than modeling content that is already working is knowing how to stack knowledge. It's stupid to keep jumping from branch to branch because every time you change the subject or strategy, you're practically starting over from scratch. That's not a good idea. When you stack knowledge, for example, I learned persuasive writing on blogs and used it in ads and vice versa. I don't remember the order, but I learned how to make images for blogs and use them in ads as well. As you accumulate this knowledge, you can use it in your strategies. This is extremely important. Even the tendinitis was important. Now look at the madness that happened. Things are even crazier. I was there with the blog, earning my little money, but I wanted to earn more. This was already wonderful for me. I had never earned so much money, but I wanted more. I kept studying, researching, and looking for new strategies. One day an ad came up that caught my attention. I went to the sales page and saw a testimonial from a guy who was earning, I don't remember exactly how much, but it was something like 30, 40, 50,000. To me, it was an absurd amount. I thought, wow, how does someone earn that kind of money? How does this happen? So what did I do? The author of the ad was selling a course teaching this strategy. What did I do? Did I buy the course? Of course not. I was a tightwad, as people call it. I saw an ad with an interesting testimonial, and what did I do? Research what this guy did to sell. I discovered that he was running ads on Facebook that were directed to a capture page where he was offering a free course. This course wasn't even his, but the product producer's. He was an affiliate and earned commissions for each sale. The producer created a free course so that affiliates like him could run ads and attract people. Inside, the producer sold his product, which was a memorization course. If the person bought it, the affiliate earned the commission. He ran ads for the capture page and then directed them to the sales page or directly to the free course. That's how I started doing it. I saw what worked, I saw that it made money, and I modeled his strategy. But be careful, I didn't buy the course I saw in the ad. The right time to buy a course is not when the ad appears and you are persuaded by mental triggers. You buy it, access it once, don't complete the course and lose your money on impulse. I explained this in another video here on the channel. I'll leave the card here for you to watch later, how I learned everything about digital marketing without buying a course. It's important to learn to recognize the right time and avoid impulsive purchases. First, you learn digital marketing without buying a course. You can learn everything, and if you want to apply it more quickly, making fewer mistakes, then you buy it. After I studied the strategy one saw, after I understood what he was doing, then I bought the course. During 2016, I applied this strategy. You can see here there are days when sales came from the blog. These 0 Brazilian real sales here are sales coming from the blog. And there are days around May when the values are a little higher. In fact, there is a value here of more than 1,000 Brazilian reals in a day, using the strategy one learned in the course and applying it correctly. But then a problem arose. The strategy of having a capture page. The page I used was this one by Lead Lovers. They had 26,000 visits. This one had 4,000 leads, 16% conversion. The page was ugly, weird, but it worked and generated a lot of leads. Leads are people registering their email to receive the producer's free course. So, I needed to nurture this email base that I had created with knowledge. I needed to deepen their knowledge regarding memorization and studying for public exams. I created another blog about public exams. I wrote articles there. I studied tips for exams. I had already passed an exam, so I understood a little. I studied these tips, wrote articles, and posted them on the blog, sending them to the email list. But remember the tendinitis? It started to get worse again. The pain was excruciating, it hurt all the time. I couldn't do basic things, not even drive. So what did I do? Because of the tendinitis, I started recording videos giving tips instead of writing articles. I studied and recorded videos, put them on YouTube and sent them to my list. I also put them on the blog. And look what happened. I had my email list, I created the blog, but because of tendinitis, I started creating videos. I used the SEO techniques I learned from blogs and applied them to videos. What happened? The videos started selling more than the ads. I don't know the exact date, but at some point I stopped Facebook ads completely. YouTube videos, using the strategies I learned from blogs, started selling more. I always say that when you have a business, you need to know where the sales are coming from and focus on what is working best. So I focused on YouTube. I created 3 more channels, piling on knowledge. They all worked and I made money from them all. But I was going a little crazy, so I abandoned everything to focus on just one channel, which is the one you are watching now. If you want to apply digital marketing but feel lost, thinking, I don't know which way to go, I don't know exactly what to do, I'm here to help. Let's find the right path for you together. Do you think I knew in 2015 that I would be here now? In case you don't know, I have to tell you this. This smaller plaque is from Hotmart when you sell 1 million raise. And this bigger one is when you sell several million raise. That's not counting sales on other platforms and the channel's AdSense, which has already surpassed 1 million raise. There's no way to guess which path you'll follow, but there is a way to know where you want to go. If you want to have an online business and make a living from it, you have to know the direction you need to go. The best way to find the best path for you is to apply yourself. The least you need to know is to decide that you're going to make it work. And know that it takes a lot of work. I'm telling a story from almost 10 years ago. I started almost 10 years ago, for God's sake, that's a long time. I made my first sale in just under 3 months, but how many beginners are really that lucky? It was almost 3 months of 0 sales, doing business every day, studying, getting frustrated. My friends making fun of me. Even when I started selling, people still made fun of me. Now I'm considered a genius, unraveled, but I do the same thing I did before. There's that cliche phrase, a crazy person without results is called crazy. A crazy person with results is called a genius. So to wrap this up, calm down, don't leave yet. What's the best path for you? What do you have to do? First, choose strategies that have been working for a long time. Be careful with these new things, these little tricks. Do the right thing, follow the rules of the platform you want to use. Whatever it is, do it the right way. If you want to use Google Ads to sell, I recommend you study it. It's a cool way to invest. There are a lot of good people who teach, you can learn and apply it. But there is a risk of investment, and that's part of having a business. If you want to start creating content without investing in ads, I recommend starting with YouTube. I recently went to Hotmart's Fire, the Hotmart event. Everyone was saying, charge more, you have to charge more for your products. People who know me and the YouTube map said, you're crazy, you're delivering too much for that price. Reviewing some lectures yesterday, I thought, I'm going to increase the following. The price of the YouTube map, which is my YouTube course, makes people think it's not such a good course because it's cheap. Maybe I'll increase the price, but not much. I even brought this up in therapy. I'm going to keep it at a good price because it's more accessible to more people. If you think it's time to study YouTube, I'll leave the link to the YouTube map below. It's only 590 Brazilian reals and there's a lot of content there. Seriously, a lot of content. But if you think it's not time to buy it, no problem. This channel is to really help you. I swear, my goal here is to help. I'll leave you with this video where I show you how I learned everything about digital marketing without buying a course. And if you don't want to watch it, watch this other one where I show you the most profitable digital marketing strategy I've ever used. I have more tips about my journey at the beginning. If you want part 2 of this video, comment below.